the thing in fighting, the hard part about in the combat sports world is once you start to make that kind of money and you want to say, well, it never changed me. It's impossible not to change. It's impossible to go from, where you were to where you are today financially. Floyd and I have known each other for a long time. And, when I first met Floyd, he lived in an apartment that Top Rank used to put a lot of their fighters in. Yeah. He lived in this apartment down on, I want to say it was off Flamingo. And, he just started to make some money. Yeah. So, I went over his house. He was showing me all the sweaters that he bought and all the things, Floyd's always been that guy. Yeah. He likes to shop and he likes to buy clothes. And, it started the minute he made his first dollar.
Right.
UFC CEO Dana White openly called out Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of creating a misleading image of his lifestyle across social media platforms. White referred to recent claims involving property ownership, along with reports about outstanding debts, as examples supporting his criticism. During an interview, the UFC president was asked how he felt about Mayweather allegedly portraying a life online that he believes does not fully reflect reality.
Security guards.
Do you think Floyd is definitely done?
No, I don't know if he's done. I mean, he could probably come back and he'll have a boxing match. I don't take away from what Floyd's accomplished in boxing. But he's stepping way over.
Dana White, who is fully aware of the massive amount Floyd Mayweather received from the Conor McGregor fight, argued that Floyd handles his money irresponsibly. According to White, someone who earned that level of income through boxing should never find themselves dealing with financial problems. He claimed Mayweather lives far beyond what is necessary and lacks discipline when it comes to spending. Dana also questioned how a person could repeatedly burn through huge amounts of money and continue ending up in difficult financial situations.
You're in Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah.
He went on to compare Floyd Mayweather with several UFC athletes who earned only a fraction of the money Floyd made during his boxing career, yet still handled their finances carefully. Dana White explained that those fighters chose modest lifestyles and focused on making smart investments that created long-term financial stability. He also rejected the idea that Mayweather is a billionaire, insisting that he possesses evidence he believes proves that claim is inaccurate.
With somebody well, somebody you have worked with, obviously, Floyd Mayweather. I have been dying to hear your perspective, your thoughts, what you actually think about this YouTuber fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money and, they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to, to get in there and make money.
Dana White admitted that he does not have complete access to Floyd Mayweather's personal financial records, but he remains convinced that Floyd is far from being a billionaire. He argued that a person without that level of fortune should not be spending money in such an excessive way. Dana also pointed out that a significant amount of Mayweather's wealth appears to go toward costly jewelry, something he described as unnecessary and wasteful today as he continued. Dana brought up an older interview in which Floyd reportedly claimed he earns $300 million every month. White dismissed that statement entirely, calling it an obvious fabrication. According to him, only extremely gullible people would believe such claims. He further accused Mayweather of repeatedly making misleading statements and said that this is one reason various businesses in different cities have allegedly spoken publicly about unpaid debts connected to him.
Nate Diaz apparently wants $20 million to fight next. Is he going to see $20 million?
That's my boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I never say never.
In the comment section, one fan backed Dana White's criticism by comparing Floyd Mayweather to a gambler who proudly celebrates victories while keeping losses hidden from the public. The commenter claimed Floyd does not appear to value money responsibly and suggested that his repeated returns to the ring are mostly driven by the need to keep earning. The fan also mentioned that 50 Cent has previously criticized Mayweather's handling of finances. Another supporter sided with Dana as well, saying although Floyd may own a few successful businesses, those profits are probably canceled out by poor investments and reckless spending habits. The commenter also rejected the idea that Mayweather could realistically be making $300 million every single month.
That was able to capitalize on his fame, his personality, and everything else outside.
A third commenter took shots at Floyd Mayweather, joking that he struggles to read and is mainly interested in flashy purchases and expensive-looking items. The fan also claimed Floyd likes placing bets on both outcomes so he can later boast about being right, while not truly understanding the state of his own finances. The commenter admitted that Mayweather is clearly wealthy but argued that he still appears careless with money, even joking that he probably cannot count up to 300 properly. Meanwhile, another fan offered a more balanced perspective. That person suggested Floyd Mayweather could genuinely be a billionaire, but explained that much of his fortune is probably tied to assets that are not easily converted into cash. The fan also noted that investing hundreds of millions into real estate may build long-term wealth, but it is not the most practical strategy for someone who wants immediate access to large amounts of money whenever needed.
And, when a guy like Floyd Mayweather starts putting it on you, it's not even going to be a fight. It's going to be ridiculous.
One major incident often mentioned in support of Dana White's criticism came after Floyd Mayweather posted an image online of what appeared to be an $18 million tax payment made to the U.S. government. The post quickly sparked controversy, with some people questioning whether the check was genuine because certain details seemed to be missing. Others accused Floyd of drawing unnecessary attention to himself and described the post as an example of narcissistic behavior. The debate gained even more attention after reports claimed that Mayweather had recently spent more than $1 million on Super Bowl tickets. It was also said that he planned to bring a large group of guests by bus to Allegiant Stadium on Sunday afternoon to attend the event.
For fighting maybe the greatest boxer of all time, Floyd Mayweather.
Listen, I understand these kids want to make some money and, they do what they got to do and say what they got to say to try to, get in there and make money. This is going to be such a one-sided, ridiculous ass whooping. It's not even going to be funny. It's going to be bad.
Floyd Mayweather had no intention of missing the Super Bowl, and although World Boxing News reported that he was offered VIP access, he decided instead to pay for the experience himself and bring a large group of guests along. Floyd explained that he does not rely on asking others for premium treatment or special seating arrangements. According to him, he prefers purchasing his own luxury suite so he has complete freedom to invite whoever he chooses and enjoy the event on his own terms. Mayweather said he felt grateful for the opportunity to take 34 people to witness the first Super Bowl ever held in Las Vegas, revealing that the overall expense came to around $1.1 million. It was also noted that his hometown team, the Detroit Lions, narrowly missed making it to the championship game after falling short by a single victory.
You look at what he has is craft Irish whiskey, and I think he has a beard now. He goes from wearing sandals to have mink slippers. He goes from living in very meager house to living in an ivory tower. And he hadn't fought. I'm looking at it we last fought January 2020. What do you expect when he steps back into the ring?
He's at a place in his life and in his career that, he shows up every once in a while.
Floyd Mayweather stated that shortly before spending close to $1 million on his Super Bowl plans, he had already sent an $18 million tax payment to the IRS despite being retired from professional boxing. He argued that this should give people an idea of how much he must have paid in taxes during the years when he was still actively competing in the ring. Since stepping away from boxing in 2015, Mayweather has reportedly generated more than $500 million through the sport. He is also said to own a high-end club in Las Vegas in addition to several real estate investments. Floyd brought up these financial details in response to ongoing rumors suggesting that he is broke or facing major money problems. Despite that, rapper and businessman 50 Cent has continued expressing doubts, claiming that Floyd Mayweather could still be experiencing financial pressure or serious tax-related complications.
Look at Canelo. Canelo is still the man.
Yes. He's been for a long, long time.
And he jumps in there and he does it and he goes to work, and it's hard to stay at that level for a very long time. And Canelo's another guy. I mean, what's this guy clipping 40 mil a fight?
Easy.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Not including what he's making outside of the ring. So, a very unique few can do it.
Some observers believe the rapper's criticism may be influenced by his long-running conflict with Floyd Mayweather, but at the same time, several unusual situations surrounding the former champion have continued drawing attention. At the beginning of the year, Forbes reportedly estimated Mayweather's net worth at around $700 million, and his 2015 showdown with Manny Pacquiao is believed to have earned him more than $200 million alone. Because of that, the idea that Floyd could be running low on money seems difficult for many people to believe. Still, public appearances do not always reveal the full picture. His crossover fight with UFC star Conor McGregor was widely viewed as a smart financial move, but his later press conference announcing a New Year's Eve bout against 20-year-old Japanese kickboxing sensation Tenshin Nasukawa confused many people across the boxing community.
It's crazy stuff. I got so many different houses. So, as you guys can see, this is one of my closets. You know, we got bags, we got stuff everywhere. We got this ladder right here where you can take, you know, you got stuff everywhere. So, you know, you want to go red bottoms, we can go all.
Former friend and longtime rival 50 Cent voices thoughts on the situation through posts shared on Instagram. At the same time, many boxing fans on Twitter began speculating that the developments could mean Floyd Mayweather is starting to experience financial pressure. While most people expected Mayweather to return for another high-profile event at some point, many assumed a comeback would involve his former rival, Filipino boxing icon Manny Pacquiao. Instead, the announcement of a fight with Tenshin Nasukawa under still unclear rules caught a large part of the boxing world off guard. Fans also pointed out that Floyd appeared at the Tokyo press conference on Sunday looking less polished than usual and noticeably without key members of his regular promotional circle, including Leonard Ellaby. That detail quickly became a major talking point across boxing-related YouTube channels and online discussions.
Go all Christian Louboutin, that you guys want to do. Whatever you want to do. All from the bottom all the way to the top. So, we got any kind of bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets.
Some fans believe Floyd Mayweather may be handling this event differently from his previous fights. During the press conference, the only branding display behind him was a TMT logo. While both Mayweather Promotions and his longtime American broadcast partner Showtime were noticeably absent, people also observed that Floyd avoided his usual habit of publicly discussing how much money he expected to make from the bout against Tenshin Nasukawa. That silence sparked speculation among some viewers, who questioned whether he was operating on his own and possibly in need of quick income. One Twitter user commented that someone willing to spend $18 million on a watch would naturally require a constant stream of money to maintain that lifestyle. As the discussion continued online, many other fans added their own reactions and theories about Mayweather's financial situation.
Bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
One fan admitted they would not be surprised if Floyd Mayweather's financial situation is weaker than the image he presents publicly. The commenter pointed out that Floyd has recently appeared very motivated to arrange fights with different opponents, leading some people to question whether there is a deeper reason behind it. According to the fan, even an enormous payday of $300 million could disappear quickly because of Mayweather's expensive lifestyle and heavy spending habits. The person also said that several of the recent developments surrounding Floyd have felt unusual and raised suspicions. They question whether he is simply trying to maximize earnings from his fame while he still can, or if genuine financial and tax-related problems may exist behind the scenes. The fan concluded by saying that the truth will eventually become public, and joked that 50 Cent would likely be among the first people ready to post about it on Instagram.
You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what to do?
A jewelry company also reportedly took legal action against Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of failing to pay outstanding debts and violating business agreements. The lawsuit further alleged that fraudulent transactions and other forms of financial misconduct were involved. According to the court documents, Floyd and his chief of staff were accused of operating an unlawful scheme connected to the dispute. Throughout his boxing career, Floyd Mayweather became known for two defining traits: his elite talent inside the ring and the massive fortune he accumulated outside of it. Widely recognized as one of the wealthiest fighters in boxing history, Mayweather built a reputation for extravagant spending, regularly showing off stacks of cash, luxury yachts, private jets, and high-priced shopping trips.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo,
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
However, 50 Cent responded after Floyd Mayweather began publicly talking about his large real estate investments. Following an expensive shopping trip in New York, Floyd later appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon for an interview with Jimmy Fallon. During the conversation, Mayweather made several confident statements regarding his property portfolio. He said he did not know the precise number of buildings he owned, but estimated that he possessed more than 100 properties, with roughly 99% of them supposedly based in New York City.
When you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I got to ask you for it?
50 Cent did not respond positively to Floyd Mayweather's comments and quickly reacted on Instagram with sarcastic remarks. In one post, he joked that Floyd was the richest special student, mocking the boxer while questioning the truth behind his statements. The rapper continued with another post aimed at the retired champion, suggesting that Floyd may not actually understand the details of the properties he claims to own. He also warned that publicly saying he lives in New York could create tax complications, claiming that a large percentage of his income could potentially be taken. T.O. pushed the joke even further. 50 Cent shared an edited image portraying Mayweather as Pinocchio with an exaggerated long nose, clearly suggesting that he believed Floyd was being dishonest about the extent of his fortune.